Hello, my darlings. Welcome to Becoming Abundant Podcast, the space where God and growth align. Hosted by Anna Maria Jinga. This is the number one movement for freedom of the mind and heart. Let's start the conversation. Hello, my darlings. How is everyone doing today? Such a beautiful beginning of the year. We've been having such an interesting flow of things. I've noticed that a lot of the people around me are feeling this new energy, the new beginnings, the new steppings, the new everything. It feels like 2026 will be different. And I know a lot of the previous years we've had this experience of, oh, this is going to be my year, and then we kind of dwindle out. But this year feels different mainly because of two reasons. A lot of the people in the world right now are tired of doing the same thing over and over again, getting the same results over and over again, just constantly being suppressed, oppressed, put down, just constantly just going with the flow. You know, that saying, and I love the saying that says, only dead fish go with the flow. We're not supposed to go with the flow. We're supposed to stand in alignment. We're supposed to stand and tend to our roots, grow our roots, expand our roots. We're not meant to constantly go with whatever comes our way. That's people pleasing. That is settling. That is just getting in the way of who you really are. So I was talking to a few friends of mine, even this past week, how good it feels to stand in the present moment and be in the receiving state in the present moment, just fully grateful for what we have, the good, the bad, the ugly, the crazy, the blessings, the miracles, all of it. Just fully being grateful for all of it. Because sometimes we forget how important it is to bring gratitude in our day to day, and how much actually has changed in our day to day when we do stand in gratitude. And I was thinking how important it is that when we stand in gratitude, we don't just stand in the feeling itself, but we also bring it to the world as well. We tend to sometimes forget that the power that lives in us is the power of choice. And when we choose to want to see something different in the world, it has to start with us. And it has to start with some of the boundaries that we put, but also it has to start with how we are responding to some of the things that we are seeing in the world. And that also comes from the place of how we express our beliefs and how we do things. I was watching a Christian influencer on Instagram the other day, and in one of her reels, she said she had this very beautiful, empowering dream where a friend of hers was sharing about her uh, new age. It's all about trusting the universe. And in real life, she would have been agreeable and just pleasant to be around and not say anything to the other person. But in that dream, she started speaking from her heart. Things such as, yes, it's great, but why would you want to talk to creation, to the universe, when you can go and have a conversation and bring all of your problems and your worries to the creator of the universe, to that one person? And she was mentioning how empowering she felt having the ability to do that in her dream. And she wanted to share it publicly on her page, that this is how she wants to step more into that. And that in itself I called saltiness. It's not being salty because we're just too angry, too bitter, too hokey. It's not about that. The presence of being saltiness and salty in someone's life means that we are there to preserve the good that they have, to enhance the good that they have, to take out the impurities that are hanging out in their personality, in their behaviors, in their choices, in the way they do things, in the way they speak even. When we are truly salty, and I myself, I was talking to another friend this week about how sometimes short girls are very confrontational. And I am short. I'm 5'1". I'm micro baby. And so many experiences, from policemen to teachers to all sorts of, experiences, they had very negative reactions from short girls being very aggressive. And I realized that I am completely the opposite of that. I will sit with you and try to mediate a situation, but I'm not going to fight you. Mainly because I'm not confrontational, but also because it's going to sound rude, but let's go with it. I don't believe, if I believe that you're wrong, I've already put you on a lower stair, and that means you don't need my attention. I can't give you more. That's it. If you don't want to hear more than I have to share and understand the different perspective, I will not fight you. It's dumb. In my opinion, fights, especially public fighting with people that you barely know, are, to lack of better terms, they're idiotic in my opinion. Why would you fight with someone? It's irresponsible. It's diminishing your value as a person, their value as a person. If you cannot have a conversation and a common sense talk, I don't value you because of that. Now, here's the problem in that. God didn't teach us to not value the other person. God taught us to always value all of us. And when I sit in the space of I'm not valuing you because you don't want to understand what I'm saying, it means you can't handle more. And I am right now seeing you as less than. That's something bad. It's me not wanting to be the salt of the earth. Me not wanting to be the one who can sit with you in your darkness and help you come into the light. So, what the girl was saying on her story resonated a lot with me around it's important to not please everyone. And even when I step into the role of I see you and you don't want to get out of your own way and hear things differently, it's not my job to make you see things differently, but it is my job to be the grounding presence that can bring clarity to you. Because maybe something that I shared didn't land fully with you, and it can be better because salt preserves and it enhances what is good, but it doesn't mask what is bad. So if I truly am the salt of the earth, I won't just look away when you're doing something bad. Salt also purifies the negative. So when I am truly the salt of the earth, I will step into the role of being the salt of the earth. When someone says, I believe in the universe, so do I, but that doesn't mean that I pray to the universe. The universe is a creation just like I am. I do not pray to another person. Because if I would pray to another person, here's the logic in that. If I would pray to another person, It means that I would pray to myself. I would pray to creation. I would worship creation. And it means that if I cannot do something in my life, yet pray to another piece of creation, then that piece wouldn't be able to do something in my life either. Because it's just creation. It's not more than what I'm already capable of doing myself. But when we pray to the Creator Himself, He already sees everything. So we pray to the one who gets to see everything, who gets to understand everything, who gets to also use other pieces and parts of creation, the universe, the universal laws, people, spaces, weather, environments, whatever, to help you achieve the thing that you're praying for. I'll give you an example. If you're suffering from, let's say, a gut health situation, IBS, I don't know, a gut situation, and you're having stomach problems for so many years, and you're praying to God, God help me. You're not praying to someone else. You're praying to God, God help me. And God, the way He works, He will either work directly a miracle in you, or, and this is the more common version of the miracle, the day-to-day miracle, I like to call it, or He will bring you in the environments, near the books, near the experiences that will link to the resolution of your gut issue. He will bring you close to doctors, or to a friend that had a doctor friend that had that solved, or to a podcast that you randomly hear about it and you learn about it and you get to practice more of the things that they're speaking there, and then you start feeling better. Or to a nutritionist that says, oh, you're having gut issues, I have a solution for that. He is the bridge between every piece of creation. But if we would just worship creation, wouldn't we just worship ourselves? That's where being fully salty, being fully salt is landing for me and in general. Now we're also called to be the light. And when we are the light, we get to fully become both the light bearers and the light sharers as well. Because being the light in the world will come both with good and bad. And here's what I mean about that. Some people will have the experience of fully basking in your presence and are fully grateful for you, and they're so enchanted and aligned with who you are when you're fully you, sharing your light, sharing your wisdom, sharing more of who God made you to be. And then there will be people who are so annoyed by your enchantment that they will feel so blinded by whatever you're bringing that they cannot see beyond your brightness. And it has nothing to do with you. You just get to be the light. That's another example of when we truly get to be more of the salt and the light. You know, salty and bright. I'm working on some fun merchandise for us. I'm already seeing some really cool samples and how the names look, how the quotes look, some stickers, some really fun things. I'm very excited to launch it soon. And by soon, I mean when it feels like I have the right amount of merchandise that we can create a movement with. Because it doesn't have to be just one thing. I want more. The vision is bigger than just stickers. But that's the thing. We get to constantly remind each other how important it is to share the salt and the light, and to be the salt and the light, and to step into that truth of being the salt and the light. We don't have to constantly agree with everyone, but we can agree and treat others with respect. I've been seeing, the reason why I'm talking to you guys about this today is that I've been seeing so much hatred in, if I say in the world, it's just like it's always something going on in the world, but in the day-to-day things, so much hatred in friends that are having relationship problems or parenting problems or business problems or clients going through massive impacts in their careers. And it's so easy to go into frustration mode and to hate on people and to point the finger at the other person and not take anything on yourself, me included. We tend to, my husband has a saying, that goes, I laughed the first time I heard it when we first met. It goes something in the lines of, it's common sense to make mistakes. It's human nature, sorry. It's human nature to make mistakes, but it's more human nature to blame your mistakes on someone else. How easy it is for us to blame our reactions, our ways of doing things, our responses, our triggers, our excuses, our everything that is misaligned and uncomfortable. How quickly do we blame it on something else? I myself fall into that very often. And when I catch myself, I'm like, I'm doing it again. I don't want to hate on, I don't know, my husband for not picking up the phone when I was calling him for something important, knowing fully well that if I don't pick up, if he doesn't pick up the phone, it means he's working with a client. So he's just going to call me when he's done. And I find myself like, oh, he's so annoying that he doesn't pick up the phone. And I catch myself middle thought and go like, Anna, what's wrong with you? Why would you even allow that thought to be planted? Why? You know fully well he's not ignoring you. He's busy. He's taking care of things. You know fully well. And this is me, my darlings, telling you this. Let's go on a quick riff. You know fully well that your husband or wife or friend or partner or sister or brother or mother or father or whoever you're having a dealing with, you know fully well not everything that they're doing that annoys you is their fault. Some of them are their fault, but are you not capable of doing something to control your emotions, to not let the emotions bubble up more, to not give yourself a break when something's frustrating or annoying or getting you angry, to be like, no, we're stopping here. I don't want to get more angry with you, because it will escalate. Are you not strong enough? God made you strong enough, so don't tell me you're not. Are you not strong enough to put an end to your problems that you can control, which are your emotions and your thoughts and your actions, without constantly expecting the other person to fix your problems for you? I have a client who's dealing with some business issues and he wants to expand the business to another level, but he constantly kind of gets in his way. And I told him, what actually is stopping you from expanding it to that next level? You have the money, you have the resources, you have everything going for you. The only thing is you literally not choosing to do more. You literally not choosing to let go of the need to control and the need to hold on to the belief that you are the victim in this story, and to fully step into that next chapter where You're just going to learn what you need to learn to do, and you're going to do it. And you're going to fail, and then you're going to learn from that and do better next time. And you're going to get yourself to that next chapter. That's it. Personal responsibility and personal accountability is exactly what we are as a society right now lacking tenfold. Take ownership of your wrongdoings and fix them. Take ownership without pointing fingers. Yes, but the algorithm is not promoting me. Yes, but the friend told me he's gonna send me people to work with. Yes, but if you say but, you're already limiting your power of doing something better. Let's give the algorithm as an example. The Instagram algorithm is constantly changing and evolving. If you're constantly saying, yes, I'm doing something, but the algorithm is not, you haven't fully sat with your page, looked at it from an objective point of view, and be like, okay, I so love everything I've created. It's so great and wonderful that I can't do more. And the algorithm's just against me. That's lies. That's lies. Because if you're looking at other channels that are doing great, most likely there are things on that channel that are fine-tuned. The lighting is better, the angle is slightly closer or further. The text feels more engaging. The person feels more connected. Whenever we're finding an excuse in the other court, is because we do not take personal responsibility to be the salt and the light for our life as well. It's easy to judge another. It's easy to blame something else. It's simple to just throw everything in the other court and say, that's my ball is in the other court. I can't do anything about it. When the other court doesn't have a person to throw your ball back, it will be your choice and your responsibility to get the ball back. So how are you going to be getting the ball back? Self-leadership. Be the one who says the quiet thing out loud. For me, for example, my quiet thing this beginning of the year has been, I need to just do the things that I want to see happen without excuses. Do I want a cleaner house? I just need to clean it. Do I want things to be organized more? I just need to do the small things without putting them aside. Do I want my business to be really exciting? I just need to make it more exciting. Do I want more people to be reached by my podcast, my content, my workshops, everything? I just need to talk more. Talk more, show up more, be present. Because if I'm building my brand online, it means my time needs to sit online and be online, not just scrolling and looking for inspiration. It just has to be there. The moment I step more into that is the moment clients come, is the moment my reels perform better, is the moment everything feels more connected and more aligned. It feels like it's landing. The moment I take full personal responsibility. Be the one who stands against the norm, because the norm just feels off sometimes. And there will be many people that don't want to do the thing that you're doing because it's freaking scary. Do you know how scary it is to be online 24/7 and present your whole business constantly online? It's insane. But is it worth it? 1,000%. Is it fun? 1,000,000%. Does it make me feel proud that I am doing it? Every single damn time. Do I feel so excited? I launched my podcast a year and a half ago, and I get to speak like this to my audience, the people that have found me and are happy to just open their ears and open their hearts to what's available from me to them, 1000%. It's the best thing in the world. So, my loves, my darlings, my fabulous people, what is that thing that you're shying away from taking full responsibility in the things that you can control, which are your thoughts, your emotions, and your actions? And what will it look like for you to fully step into that self-leadership role that you get to make it happen? You get to make it happen. You get to fix the relationship. You get to build a business. You get to be the better parent. You get to be the stronger one that says yes or the stronger one that says no. You get to be the friend that puts the boundaries. You get to be the one that brings the meal to the other person because they are tired. You get to be the one. And it starts with one step, with one friend, with one strong conversation, with one decision, with one belief of, yes, this is happening. So let's make it happen. My darling women, before we wrap up, I have on my Instagram channel a new space called Kingdom Women. We get to grow there. And this is the first time I'm sharing it, and I will be launching it this weekend. The space for Kingdom leaders on the school platform is opening up at the end of this month or maybe this weekend, and it's happening. Come join us there. Come be the Kingdom leader. Come take responsibility. Come learn to be your awesome self without excuses anymore. Come shine your light. Come be the salt. Thank you so much for tuning in. I love you. You're fabulous. Remember, my loves, stay salty and bright.